Hello, 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 YouTube. It has been a minute. Yes, home from the family drama vacation. That's where I've been. If some of you haven't known or wondered why I wasn't around. That's why. 30-something days in the Arizona heat. And didn't get home till November 2nd. So I was there in a swing state, in a border state at election time, right before the month before. And let me tell you, it's wild there. It's the wild, wild west. It sure is. Very glad to be home. Missed my hubby, missed my little boy, little man, Oliver, my daughter, my grandbabies, my son-in-law. I did get to see, while I was out there, I got to see my niece, my nephew, my sister, my brother-in-law, my son, who also lives out there, and my dad. So I did spend some time, seeing people and hanging out with people, but I'm kind of a homebody now, and I like being home. Hello, Clint. How are you? Can you hear me? I hope so. Oh, you missed me. I missed you too. I didn't have a whole lot of time to even watch many videos while I was gone. I made a couple, but they were kind of just like live on the fly. And I didn't really get to watch a whole bunch or much of anything. There was always a bunch of drama going on. Hello, Luana. How are you? Are you guys all my non-football watching friends? Sometimes I watch. How am I? I've been home for 8 days now. I was exhausted when I first got home, and I think Wednesday night, all the emotional stuff overwhelmed me, thinking about it, and mentally, I honestly, with what's going on with some of my family out there, it just, I ended up crying myself to sleep. I'm one of those people who feels really strongly for other people, and some of my family members are going through some really difficult shit, and it was hard, and I feel I wish I could just. I'm a middle child too, right? I want peace. I want everyone to be happy, and I wish I could fix it for everybody, but that is not the case, and I need to learn to not take all that on myself. I'm going to have to stick a paintbrush back here so I can remember that I need it. And yeah. Overwhelmed, very much overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed while I was there a lot of the time. I was still coming down off of it, when I got home, but I've been home about 8 days, and I've crafted a couple of those days, and trying to get back into my own environment. It's quieter here at my house, and the rules are mine and my husband's, and Yeah. Family is an interesting thing, y'all. My father is elderly, Clint. Not 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 very old, actually. Technically, he's 77. Um, he just, I think, I always chuckled in the past. Okay, here's the story. I always chuckled in the past, that his parents tapped out and topped out with technology and how fast it was progressing, because they were born in 1908 and 1910. These are my dad's parents. They tapped out and topped out at the cordless telephone. Anything after that was too much, and they never went any farther. Now, my dad is 77. He has been using a computer and an iPhone of however many iterations of it for years and years. Um, but technology advances faster than he can keep up with now. And actually, my husband and I had over a 4-hour conversation on the phone with my dad last night, even trying to help him with some technology stuff. And it's kind of becoming it's glaringly obvious that technology is really kind of surpassing what he understands and what he knows how to do and can keep up with. And the problem is that someone who still uses technology, when that's the case, is very often they can become targets of scams. They can be causing all kinds of problems for themselves that they don't necessarily mean to, and that they don't understand, they don't know how to fix. They also don't know who to trust online, let's just say. And sorry, I'm going to have to move this light. Oof, the light and the camera do not have to be in the same spot. Okay. And yeah, things are getting ahead of him, and he's ornery, doesn't want to give up driving, doesn't want to give up living by himself yet, doesn't want to give up his computer, his, cell phone. Sorry. And yeah, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. And I have come home I have a right shoulder that I have had 2 rotator cuff surgeries on, and definitely needs another one. But if I get another one, it'll cause more damage, and I'll end up with another one and then need a shoulder replacement, and I'm too young for that, supposedly, the doctor says. And I was always able to pretty much ignore what I was feeling on the left side, because the right hurt so much worse and was so much more of a problem. And ever since I have the last week I was out in Arizona, and then definitely this week that I've been home, my left shoulder has decided to hate me really, really bad. So I'm probably going to have to tomorrow call for a orthopedic appointment and have that one looked into. But you know what, guys? I hate surgery. I don't want any more surgery. Hello, Raul. Yeah, and I most definitely do not want more surgery. But if if an MRI or shows a rotator cuff tear, there really is no other way to fix it. So think good thoughts for me, guys. Think good thoughts for me. While I still try to craft and do my thing. Let me get this keyboard up out of the way. Thank you. I'm excited, Raul, to participate in the New Year's Eve event. They're on the official list. Oh, awesome. 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 I will check your community tab. In case anybody doesn't know what Raul is talking about, there is, his name is Raul Reynolds Drawing. And on his community tab on Facebook, or wait a minute, on YouTube? On YouTube is all about the New Year's Eve event. It's a 24-hour streamathon where back-to-back crafters take time slots. And I haven't heard that there's any theme, or if we're able to just do whatever kind of crafting we do. It's on Facebook. It's the only group you are. Okay. Okay. So on his Facebook page, Raul Reynolds Drawing. And it's on 3 of our crafty community kind of Facebook pages as well. Other people's. So I'm excited to do that. I took the New Year's Day time slot of noon to 3. Fibs. Friends in the box. Luana. Friends in the box. Like your computer. Friends in your computer. Or chat box. Yeah. So I'm excited to do that. I am all for y'all giving me suggestions on things to do. I got some time to think about it, some time to figure it out, but I'm all for suggestions of what you guys might like me to do. And before we know it, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day will be here. It'll be 2025. I, for one, will be pretty glad to see 2024 go. I know it's been a rough year for quite a few people, quite a lot of people. So, but while I was gone, I received quite a bit of mail, and I came home and I had some T-shirts that I had ordered. I had okay, Raul. Okay. Yeah, your second year hosting it. I'm so excited. So I wanted to dive into some of this mail. I did have my birthday month, my birthday not too long after I got out there, but I claimed the entire month of October. My birthday is October 6th. And I did get a fun birthday card as part of my mail. I don't want to show people's addresses here because that's usually that's a no-no. And this card came from the lovely Barbara Clark. Nice handmade card. This is nice and it's super, super tight. So I feel like it's kind of a page holder, bookmark. Isn't that adorable? And she sewed down the side there. This heavy duty cardstock. Oh, Teramo, thank you. I didn't even notice that would be a. Oh, I love you too, Barbara. Yes, a fellow Libra, Raul. And then this is the card she made for me. She stamped the little birdies and put the sticker on. And I think she had this gorgeous paper. Put a little bit of a lightly stamped decoration there. And Barbara says, "Happy birthday, Renee. This is the little bird." Ooh, which one of you are you guys talking to? They're talking to each other. This is the little bird that told me your birthday was Monday the 7th. Nope, Tuesday the 6th, but close. Thank you so much. No offense. Many, many happy days to you this year. I hope your visit to family was more fruitful than difficult, and that you enjoy some rest and you time back home. Much love, Barbara. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Exactly what I'm looking for, Barbara. So what I like to do when I get cards like this that I want to put in a journal, because that's what I often do. I will fold the flap of the envelope in and glue this plain side down, the back side down, slide the card back in, so that this is showing, and I can lift it up if I want to see the address. I can still take it out if I want to read it. So thank you very, very much, Luana. And I'm going to put this bookmark on a book of poetry that I got for myself while I was out in Arizona. I ordered it from Amazon. I felt like my brain needed it. Here's another fun one, decorated in my favorite, Halloween style. Even with another ghost on the back. And this one comes from the lovely Kathy D. in West Virginia. This, I think, was from a swap I was involved with that I got. And to me, Halloween, y'all, is all year long. So it's not like I have to save these for next year. Those lovely, fun stickers. And I try to keep things in the envelopes that people sent them to me in, so that I can use them. This was a swap of playing cards of any kind. And she gave me a leaf stencil, which, hey, that's good for the rest of fall, right? Playing cards of any kind, also can be ATCs, but this I love. Can you see that? That is, I don't believe they make this set of stamps anymore. It is, what year was that? Does it say? Oh, I cannot. Nope. But I know it was at least 2 or 3 years ago. It was a whole Halloween set that they had done. And so she made me this lovely ATC. And that's a holographic stamp on there, an actual postage stamp. Kathy D's Kreative Kaos, Kaos, Chaos. Thank you, Kathy. And then this. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the texture on that? What is this? Somebody tell me what this is. Is it tape? It kind of looks like maybe it might be tape, strips of tape, but you can't see the lines. And it's like a diamond shape and very texture. It's just, she glued, a photo on photos on the Uno card, or maybe doubled up to make it thicker, and put the protection sticker. Oh, yeah, except it's got texture. It's got a lot of texture, y'all. It's got a diamond-shaped pattern. See? Can you hear that? It's got lots of texture. And then this lovely card, playing card, which I thought was fun, and it, I believe, is German. Can anybody read that? So I thought that one was fun too. I got a Christmas tree playing card. Ooh, a nice blue and white playing card. Oh, you're a native Dutch speaker. Okay, here. I thought I fixed the focus on this. I had to put my elbow down. Hofferbrauhaus. Haus, H-U-S is at the end, and B-R-A-U, Brauhaus. And Munich, is that how they spell Munich? M-U-N-C-H-E-N? I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, so German. So that was fun. And this one is from Costa Rica. What does it say? Pura Vida, Costa Rica. You don't often see black playing cards. And it's the Joker. Fun. And Charlie Brown with Lucy on the other side. And a Red Hat Society for those of us ladies. I forget what the age limit is. Or, the minimum. There's a Pink Hat Society for just younger, and then there's the Red Hat Society. Did I say peanuts? Snoopy peanuts? Yes. That's what I meant. And let's see. Also from that same swap, and organized by that swap, from the lovely Beth Schuler. She painted my envelope. I love how everybody's writing a hand process on these. Let's see, what did she send? A beautiful piece of ribbon. Beautiful wildflower, like the little ephemera piece that looks like a book. Oh, and here's another. Maybe I got some of these mixed up, because here's another card, another Uno card, and it has an image glued to it, and it just has one strip of this textured material. I probably got some of these things mixed up, you guys. My dog kept knocking them over. Another journaling card. This will be good for Thanksgiving. An old photo. He looks so serious, right? Like they all did back then, no smiling. Amazing eye candy. Oh, I know, everybody is so kind and so generous. And if an artificial leaf. Stephanie B. Was Stephanie B. Let me see. Is her name on the back of? Yes, Stephanie B. I am giving you guys the wrong. Like I said, they fell out, and the dogs are just brutal to me. Stephanie B. She'll come soon. She sent me those. Have a nice day, which has all the movie tickets and popcorn and that kind of thing, and some handmade pressed paper with some glittery in it and a little bit of blue here. Nice tag. Happy fall. And some more fall pieces that I can cut out, which I'm looking forward to doing. Some beautiful daffodils. A hedgehog. Thanksgiving and the word happy. Some of this was tucked into a plastic bag. And so I split the plastic bag in half so that I could just have I tried to have 2 separate pieces of this because it was the same on the front and the back, but I ended up with only one. The other one I kind of ruined. Sorry, Beth. This one's still a little, I don't know. I'll trim it. Nobody will notice. And she did, because she knows I love Halloween, send me, and peeled off the back, some Halloween napkin. So thank you very much, Beth. I will tag all these people and their YouTube channels, YouTube accounts, in the description after the video. And let's see. Oh, Stephanie Baca, is the one who made these with the texture, as well as this one here. And here's the no, is that it? Nope, there's no texture on this one. No texture tape, at least on the bottom, but this is definitely texture. And she also included this is a sticker. I figured out this is a sticker printed out on sticker paper. So a little bit of antique looking music paper that she printed out on a sticker. A very large butterfly to color. And it says who the artist is here, like 1980, Sherry Nelson. So it's copyrighted. So that's beautiful, isn't it? Wouldn't that be fun on the corner of a page, on the edge of a page, so that one side was on one page and you'd flip the page and there'd be the other half? I might do that. And this is a double-sided page that just has, there's a little mouse. This looks like it came from, I don't know what, but I like the stripes. I love the bottles. And the other side, oops, which way will it go? There we go. Teaspoons and coffee cups and maybe tea. So this is a tea box and the teapot. And I just adore the blue and black and yellow. It makes me think of Starry, Starry Night, the song by Don McLean, and the amazing painting by my favorite Vincent van Gogh. Also a teeny, teeny, tiny card. Whoop. He's got a spade at the top of his spear. So he's a spade. And this is, okay, so let's see, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a 7 of spades. But all the rest of this is so tiny, I cannot, in a font, I cannot even read. It might not even be English, y'all. I don't think it is. So tiny. But it's fabulous. And I love it. And does this not look Dutch? I believe it does. The 9 of Hearts. And just 2 more little ephemera pieces. And that is what I got from Miss Stephanie Baca out of New Mexico, where I did live in New Mexico for a little while. If you're watching Stephanie, or if you see this on the replay, I did live in New Mexico for a little while, a little bit in Santa Fe, and then a little bit, about two-ish years in a suburb outside of Albuquerque. But I am born and raised here in the suburbs of Chicago, and spent some time out there when my kids were little. My first husband changed jobs, and out we went. This one, Cindy loves jewelry and paper art. Cindy Lovin from the lovely state of Arkansas. Also writing non-machinable. Very important for those of us who put things through, even if they're not too bumpy. It's important to write that on there. Some fun stickers. It's important to write it on there. A card from a child's card game. Oh, it looks like it's from like nursery rhymes. Mary had a little lamb. Important to write non-machinable on your stuff if there's, any, like even just the bumpiness of these kind of cards being in there. It just helps to make sure that they don't, your envelope doesn't get caught up and ripped apart in the machine when they run them through to cancel the postage. A Carnival Cruise playing card. Uno Hearts, which I have did not even know this existed. Uno Hearts. I know hearts and I know Uno. I did not know they went together. And a different kind of Uno card. I've never seen that one before. And this must be some sort of question game where you ask questions. What is the silliest thing you've ever done to win a bet? Now, I am not a betting person, so I don't think I've ever bet anything. Never done anything to win a bet. Nothing silly, nothing anything. But if you guys want to type in the chat, what is the silliest thing you've ever done to win a bet? Let me know. Let us all know. And then a child's flashcard for first words. Ooh, a beautiful bookmark. Look at that. I just love the color. And then the older photo. Your kids played that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I loved it. There was and a lovely, you can see the dark, aging around the page. It's a page number 41 and the backside 42 from Sense and Sensibility, Jane Austen. So thank you very much, Cindy Levin. It's much appreciated. In another video, I will show you something else that I got while I was gone. It is something I purchased from a very talented, lovely artist, multi-talented. But since I'm not, it's something I can wear. So since I'm not wearing it, I'm not going to just talk about it because you have to see it to see what I mean. But let's just say Aunt Beck's Creations I'm just in awe. The woman can sew, the woman can knit, she can crochet, she can draw, she can paint. She's a great card maker. She did send a card with it that she sent with me. That one I did put away already. Fabulous card. Fabulous card. So I'm going to set these to the side for now. My desk here. And let's talk about junk journal making. How do you guys feel about the word junk journaling, that term? It's supposed to, or at least originally in my understanding, was literally that you took junk stuff and made a journal with it. People were using food labels. People were using anything that you would normally just maybe throw away, and made journals with it, either sewed it up, tied it up with string, whatever it might be, and then proceeded to do art with it, whether they painted in it, glued in it, drew in it, you name it. A treasure journal. Yeah, because at the end, the trash becomes treasure. Oh, that's perfect description. Perfect description. Yes, exactly. So this here that I want to share with you guys, I'm going to move these guys out of the way here for a second. This here is nothing but a 9x12 envelope for the cover. Both ends are open. I glued the flap in on the top and took off the clasp. So that end is open to have things tucked in, and the front end is open, the bottom end. And I started to make a beautiful mess. I had some leftover smaller planner pages from previous years that were just absolutely gorgeous pages. That I thought were just too fun. But these plain pieces, these not plain, but all this writing, this one's got 7 sheets. This signature's got 7 sheets. This one has 12. And I glued some flat sheets in there, glued some pocket tucks in there from those aforementioned planners. But these are pages that came from when you get medicine at the pharmacy. And let me just tell you, some of it just goes on and on. It's just the biggest waste of paper. They really should ask you, I think, if you want all of that, besides the explanation of your medication, which they're legally bound to give you, right? I don't need all that other paper. And quite frankly, I have several in my desk, several signatures of 8.5 by 11 folded pages from our medical insurance company. Because we get them, by the big 10 by 13 envelope, or 10 by, was it 10 by, or 11 by 13 envelope, and thick. And it's, I just fold them and fold them and fold them and make signature after signature after signature. And I just don't, I'm tired of throwing it all away. It's perfectly thick paper to be painting on. Like this one has gesso and paint and Stabilo and string and fabric, and it's all textury. And it completely covered up. I did that. When did I do that? Before I left. So it says 9/18/24. So I did that before I even left. I think this was inspired by something that Lizzie Brewer had done and shown. That everything doesn't have to be some perfectly beautiful, pristine image to put it down. And things, there's some prompts here, thankful for. There are some other magazine pages I've already glued in. Plenty I haven't done. Lots to do. Lots and lots to do in here. So I think I'm going to hang on to this and perhaps start this in 2024 or 2025. So there is that. Let me stick that away over here. And I don't know if any of you saw any of my videos or if I showed it in any of my videos while I was gone. I got a plain craft hardbound blank sheet book that I took my niece's paint pens, and thank you, Raul. Oh, you already started your scavenger hunt journal. Oh, exciting, Raul. And so I decorated it up and started to put some stuff in there. again, more of these pages I still had left. Some of my writing that can be read, easily read. This is where I drew some of my voodoo dolls, some of my watercolor people. Is this not every person you see walking down the street under the age of 30 with headphones on? It's their non-expressive way of saying, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. I also made this for Halloween while I was there. This is a card that I found amongst my dad and my stepmom's built-in cabinets in their living room area. And it's a card I had sent in 2019 to my stepmother for her birthday. Was it birthday or Mother's Day? Birthday. So I took that home with me for memory's sake. Put it in there. And I just started playing. These are all the words I could think of that applied to my trip. Thinking of taking some online classes, so I'm going to make a list there. And this is what I mean here. When you write in a journal and you don't want anyone to be able to read what you have written. I started at the top with one line, and then instead of dropping all the way down to writing the second line, I wrote halfway over the top of the first line. And you just keep doing that. Yep, I sure can. And that's one of the ways I learned to, besides painting over something, if a lot of people don't want to write things down when things aren't so happy or their feelings aren't so happy. I was one, totally guilty for years. If things weren't going so great, I did not, pardon me for a second, my dog just knocked over. Young man, this is completely unacceptable. You do not knock things over while mommy is talking online to YouTube friends. Do you want to sit up in my lap? Is that your problem? Is that your problem, boo-hoo? Huh? Boo-hoo? Hold on one second. Sweetheart, can you shut the door, please? I'm making a video. Can you shut the door, please? I'm making a video. And keep her, she's gonna get mad. Okay. We've got 3 such picky dogs. Look at there. Say hello to Stanley. Yeah. Say hello, Stanley. You gonna say hi to the ladies and the gentlemen in our chat? Come here. Come here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Such a good boy. Oh, let's fix the camera. See if you can say hello, huh? Let's see if you can say hello. Can you say hello? Hello. Hello. Oh, Stanley. Okay, go get yourself a cup of joe. I had to share mine with Stanley. I barely got a couple sips, and he started demanding it. My little coffee addict. What did you do for the month I was gone? Because I'm sure Daddy did not give you coffee. Yeah, I'm sure. Mwah. You want to sit behind me? You want to sit behind Mama? Okay. Oh, here's the card from Aunt Beck. Isn't this beautiful? And I would never have thought of putting pink with bees. It looks kind of peach to you guys, sorry, but it's pink. Trust me, it's pink. Handmade by Aunt Beck's Creations. So it's kind of iridescent. And it says, on our own, we are one tiny square, but together as a community, we are a beautiful blanket full of warmth. And this is what came with my surprise, that when I'm wearing it, she made something. And I'm so excited for it that I will have to tell you about it when I wear it and can show it to you. So some of these things I wrote when I got home. Some saved my sanity while I was gone. This was a magnet that was on my dad's refrigerator from way too long ago, and it was like a wedding save the date magnet. And so I collaged magazine images over the top and stuck it in here. Let's see what else. Yeah, just some more of those, random pages here and there to keep it going. Another example, I put decoration down and then just wrote on top of each line upon line. And that way makes it extremely difficult, if not possible, for people to read. Yes, Renee's dog drinks coffee. Oh, and I think he's starting to enable the other dogs as well. And my stepmom, her favorite color was purple. And so she had purple masking tape that I had given her. She had some left over. So that's how I put the purple masking tape to be able to watercolor the rainbow in the sky and whatever here on the front inside cover. And then I just started to, what do you call that again? Neurographic art. But then I thought, wow, he kind of looks like a penguin from Happy Feet. So I started making different designs in each one of these that I've made so far. And I thought he was just adorable. And he just turned out that way. He just wanted to be. So I've got that one going as well. I did take 2 of my existing journals with me. I don't know that I did a whole lot in those, so I really don't have anything to show. But what I want to show you now and then do a little bit with you is, have you guys heard of the trend on cruise ships where the rubber duck trend, where you bring rubber ducks, you can decorate them up however you want to, or leave them plain, put messages on them, whatever, and you leave them around the cruise ship. And when you find one, you move it to somewhere else, or you find one and you leave one, those kinds of things. The same thing that has been going on for a little while with rocks and people's neighborhoods, writing something, painting them up pretty and writing something inspirational on them, because you never know who might need to be encouraged and come across that rock you painted. But at our house, we have an excess of slate tiles from when we remodeled, and these were used in our bathroom. And these are the 4x4. I also have, I think the other ones are 6x6. And I did these up yesterday. They still need to be sealed. But yeah, definitely need gesso on it first. And then for this time of the year, I went ahead and used this theme, pumpkins and thankfulness and gratitude. And I thought we could either continue that and or do a little bit of the winter scene coming, as well as Christmas. And then since these are slate, we're going to have to, seal the whole thing. And on the back, please take and pay the fun forward. And this one says pay the kindness forward. So that kind of thing. What is the peppermint tin? This here? Oh, no, it's actually still got some peppermints in it. But you know me, I won't throw it out. I'll end up doing something with it, and it's in my wooden set of hands. So yeah, I'm not the best with tiny things, and that's really verging on tiny for me. So that'll be something to gouache paint in that. Yes, I'm all about reduce, reuse, recycle. Trash becoming someone's treasure. And I found these just laying around somewhere, and my husband's like, "Oh, we have a whole bunch of those in the crawl space." So he went out and he went in and brought me this whole stack. Oops. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very thick 4-inch tiles, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6-inch tiles. And as you can see, they're very textured. And water doesn't bother slate. Slate is not bothered by water. We literally have this on our bathroom floor, our shower walls, around our tub. So water doesn't bother slate itself. It's just that I've painted on top of them. And if we're going to decoupage anything on there, or, any kind of paper item that we might put on there, definitely going to have to be sealed. I'm going to try to see. I want to do one big one and one little one. So a 6-inch and ooh. I think I like that one. This one here. And it doesn't have a whole lot of texture. This one's it's kind of rounded. You can see that. See how that's rounded there. It's not a whole lot of texture option on these 5 here, these small 5. There's that. You can see it's a little rough too. So maybe I'll choose this smooth one, or there is this one. Let's do that. Let's do those two. And we are going to have to start with the lovely process of gessoing. And I do have black gesso, but it is upstairs. But I've decided it doesn't matter because, I'm going to paint it whatever I end up painting it, right? Putting on it whatever I end up putting on it. I'll lay this napkin down here first. And I've wiped these off, so they shouldn't have a whole lot of, dust on them or anything. And we will start gessoing. Let me grab, where did they go? Oh, goodness. Lost my paint sponges, y'all. Gonna have to use a paintbrush. Oh, it looked like our chat disconnected, but it says it has successfully reconnected. Is anyone there? Is everybody still around? You'll be here to the end. Okay, Raul. Oof. Doesn't take a whole lot, but more than you might think because, slate is porous. So let's start there, shall we? I don't really want to use one of my really good paintbrushes because I don't want that to be picking up any damage to the bristles from the texture on the slate tile. So this is literally a paintbrush that has been in water since before I left. There's barely any water in the bottom. And this poor paintbrush has been in there the entire time. Here for the free lessons. I don't know about amazing art, but it's definitely free lessons. All right, let's move that out of the way so you all can see. Maybe over here. Okay. Now the other ones I purposely covered really, really well. Super, super white. And then went from there. And I think I'm going to do that again just because it's gesso. You can always go back with other colors of paint. And when you start decorating them, other colors of paint, and change that color. And I did go ahead, even though I don't decorate the sides really, I went ahead and did the sides. It'll just help when we do seal it. Sealing up those sides even better. Because like I said, this slate is porous stuff. Trying to not have any lines in this. All right, here we go, big guy. I like how this one's, not symmetrical. It's got a different kind of a rounded top, almost tombstone-like. Maybe I'll put this one by the cemetery in our town. We have a very old cemetery in the middle of town. Kind of like you'd imagine that or see on TV, where it's all gated off and people from the 17 and 1800s buried there. And it's kept up really well. It's not spooky and run down or any of that kind of thing, which is good. And no longer, are any current people being buried there currently. But a lot of the first settlers in our village, they and their families are buried there. So it's an interesting historical spot. And I am really grateful for towns like ours that don't just, they might build up around that, but they have a historical society that takes care of it, and they have never, even tried or suggested ripping it out. So when things are over a hundred years old or a couple hundred years old, you hear about those kind of cemeteries that either grow over and they don't take care of them, or they want to rip them out, build over the top of them, rip out the stones and build over the top of them. I mean, it literally is prime property where it's at. But yeah, too much respect in this town for that kind of thing, which I'm grateful for. Because I think that, personally, that's the way I think it should be. All right, well, I think this one is done too. Back goes the nasty old paintbrush. And I can always dab a little. This is a Bounty paper towel, so it is textured too. So when you dab, you get a little marking, these squares. All right, and grab my blow dryer because I can't get to my fancy Bosch heat gun at the moment. Let's give these a dry. Usually this doesn't bother. Yes, I am outside of Chicago. But you know that, Luana. I don't know. Maybe you're not talking to me, huh? Okay. This doesn't usually bother the sound at all, but let me know if it does, and I will mute for you. Real important to get this gesso dry in the cracks and crevices. And like I said, I think I want to do one that is kind of fall Thanksgiving and one that we can start with winter/Christmas. So in the chat, if you want to let me know which size do you think I should use for winter and Christmas versus fall and Thanksgiving. Yeah, they feel pretty good. Right. My mouse there. I was just about to drink my dirty paint water. Do I want a new challenge with you for the first 12 days? Let's draw the 12 days of Christmas. Ooh. How exciting. December 1st to December 12th. So all the way from the Partridge in the Pear Tree to, what is it, 12, it's 11 Lords of Leaping. So what is it, 12? I don't remember what 12 it is. You know, yes, I do know the song. I'm just going to have to look it up to make sure I know exactly in order which things are which. But it's always 5 golden rings at a partridge in a pear tree. I think it's 11 Lords of Leaping. I just can't think of 12. Paint or draw. That would be so much fun. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. I'm going to put that on my calendar, and you and I can discuss in, private messages and figure out how we're going to combine our videos, what hashtag we're going to use and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I need a drink of water. Okay. Now, I always do keep some black paint and some white paint on my desk. So yeah, we're going to darken these back up just a little bit because we really got them white. And I think I'm going to, since I don't have I don't know what happened to them. I literally used them yesterday, people. And I know that I usually put things back where they belong, but to say my cosmetic sponges disappeared is an understatement because I do not see them anywhere. So I'm going to take some paint from this one. Spread it onto this one. Just let it go organically. However, it's going to pick up with the texture. Now, have we decided? Drummers drumming, 12 drummers drumming. Okay, good. That was going to bother me till I looked it up. Thank you, Raul. Or Luana. Thank you so much. Have we decided, chat members, shall we do Christmas or Thanksgiving here, or Christmas, winter, or fall Thanksgiving? Which one? Which one do we do? The big one, the little one, with which kind of theme? For the Christmas should be the biggest, do you think? Okay, well, let's start there because that'll take the longest to dry. Now, for winter and Christmas theme, I think I would like a little bit of blue so that I could make white snowflakes and then have a Christmas hat as the focal point. With teaching paint classes and card making classes plus decor classes for Thanksgiving and Christmas, you're going to be swamped, Luana. Oh, you're making your gifts for this year for your family. Oh, wow. You are going to be a busy woman. As many times as I have thought about making all homemade gifts, I have never attempted it. It always just seems so daunting and like a lot more than I can take on. Let's see what kind of blue we can get here. That's turquoise. And this one is turquoise also, but I know these must come out kind of blue. Oh, you know what I did also? A little bit of spray acrylic ink. So this one does. These are old, y'all. So old. I'm surprised any of them spray anymore. Let's see if we can't get that spread around. Oh, yes, the one in my hair. Just hobble that a little bit blue so it looks kind of like midnighty. Midnight in a snowstorm. We're going to add a little bit more blue to this though, y'all, because this just isn't quite enough. I don't think the turquoise is going to hurt anything. Let's see. Sorry about the jingle of these bracelets. I took almost every bit of jewelry off practically before I left to go to Arizona. I hate dealing with jewelry for TSA. Speaking of TSA, on my way home, when I got here and opened up one of my 3 suitcases, 2 of which were checked in, I was the lucky recipient of the wonderful card, little half sheet that the TSA so politely puts into your very tousled and thrown back together contents of your suitcase, letting you know that, part of their screening process is sometimes they have to open up your luggage and go through it and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And yes, that is what they did to mine. And yes, it was all tousled. I think what made them do it, though, is because I had a whole lot of figurines in that suitcase from my stepmom. She was an owl collector. She collected all things owls, and of every medium. I mean, there was everything from soapstone to just styrofoam with feathers and everything in between. And I think that they wanted to be sure, that those were the real thing. But they could have been better. Let me just say, yes, they could have been better about putting it all back together. Luckily, nothing broke. I'm grateful for that. So I can't complain too much. Otherwise, TSA did a great job. I didn't have any problem with them at all. And everybody at the airports are helpful. Both airports here and in Phoenix are international airports, very large, but full of very disability-friendly people and extremely helpful. My flight had gotten delayed on the way home. So I ended up needing a Lyft driver instead of my sister being able to take me to the airport. So I left a little bit later, but got there. He got me there early, so even he was awesome. And yeah, everybody took good care of me, and the flight was super simple. There was no one in the middle seat. It was great. This year, you made up your mind that making gifts will be more distracting for you because the holidays are tough on you. Very good thinking, Luana. I know the holidays are tough on a lot of people. Honestly, now that all of my older kids, besides Oliver, have moved out of the house, two are out of state. They were all with us last year, which I'm very, very grateful for. I was going through a bit of a medical melanoma cancer scare around that time, so I was glad that they could be around. But then, like this year, it will be us and our daughter who lives here with her husband and two children. Baby in the belly on the way, number 3. No, we don't know the sex of the gender of the baby yet. And nobody's going to know. They don't even know. So nobody's going to know until that baby is born. Now, white. Again, with the white, right? In order to make some, oh, maybe I'll make I should make the hat first, right? And do the snowflakes after the hat. I'd like it to be a deep red, though. A deep red, you know what I mean? Not necessarily just the typical bright red. Oh goodness, this is lipstick red. We'll have to see what this really looks like, boys and girls. No, that is not what I was thinking. I don't know how all my paint gets smushed around. And I'm going to have to reorganize this little cabinet here. That is for darn sure. That's a brown. Ooh, that's a bronze. How about, shall we use our color change or metallic paints? The new sets that I got. Let's try some shuttle art color change options. Let's see what we've got for red in here. Reddish brown. Raspberry flash. Orange flash, blue flash, copper flash. Maybe if we do raspberry over the top of the reddish brown, it'll be a deeper red. And some of these I have never used yet, most of them. I got them not too long before I left, and I haven't had all that many projects to work on them with. But like I said, I need to organize that paint cabinet so that these can get out of the box and into the cabinet. I don't know what's so reddish about this. Reddish brown really is just more red. But I do like the metallic of it and the color shift. You can see a little bit of the blue underneath. We don't want to do that. All right. Rinse that off so we can get some pink on top, this raspberry on top while it's still wet, and maybe it'll help blend. I was wrong. But hey, who says you have to have a traditional red Santa hat? Maybe I can add a little bit of regular red to this and it'll be a little bit better. Does anybody else keep the little seals that they stick in the paint bottles? Do you keep them there? I never have before, but with these ones, I don't know. I just thought maybe it might be a good idea. All right. Let's move quickly here just so we can get a little bit of that red and there's some green. I like that. Ah, red, 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 red. Maybe these could mix. The acrylic paint spray if I just use this is pink. Oh, cherry red. Hopefully it, there we go. A little bit more, a little bit deeper. It seems to just be layering on top, not so much mixing with, even though both are acrylic. The paint underneath was acrylic as well, but it was color change. So maybe there's something in the color change that makes it not want to really blend. Okay, let's try that and see what that looks like. See if there's anything else that we can do with it. Oop! Almost a Claftalanche, y'all. Out comes the blow dryer. And here we go. Okay, I will give Oliver your love, Luana. Yes, loving the Oklahoma musical. Oh, you're a wonderful Grammy. Thank you, Luana. Have a good rest of your Sunday. That's really very pink still, y'all. So I guess we are going to have a very non-traditional Santa hat, which makes me want to get out the silver as well as the white there for the snowflakes and around it in the blue. But we will definitely still put the white fur and the white pom-pom at the top of the hat. And I like to write some sort of sentiment on it. I was thinking for this one, just maybe Mary Mary. M-E-R-R-Y, Mary Mary. What do you guys think? Or good cheer? We could write good cheer. I don't know. Let's keep going here. I'm thinking maybe we'll make a little bit of some background trees. That's my secret to pine trees is the straight up and down dabbing. I'll make this one go off to the edge there. One more like off in the distance over here, not so big. All right. Let's close up this green. Silver. And my gold is somewhere. I know it is because I use it often. There it is. That'll help us make some dots. Well, let's do our puff and our furry trim on this hat first. Trying to think where I want to put this on because I don't really want a lot. That's probably more than I want. I hate waste, and when it's white paint, it's really hard to just wipe it onto something unless it's already got other colors on it to just have a rub off page. All right, so here we go. Everybody loves a good furry trim on a hat. This looks like a hat I'd like to wear. My husband is usually the one, though, that wears the traditional Santa hat on Christmas Day. He plays Santa. And by playing Santa for our family, I mean he's the one who has the Santa boxer shorts and the Santa hat, or he gets out his one-piece elf striped pajama set and puts that on and puts his Christmas hat on and hands out all the presents. That's what he does. And I don't usually, although I do have a matching elf onesie pajama. I would just have to dig that out because I don't know where that went. I haven't worn that in ages. Ages! And I'm realizing, y'all, I don't have all right, here, let's see if we can. Get most of this put back in. Waste not, want not. All right. Waste not, want not. All right, let's see. So that they don't stay circles. We're going to try to run the corner of this card, usually used for just spreading paint. Scraping paint, I should say. Oop. Gotta be quick. This paint sure dries awfully quick. I don't know if you can hear that background, but my hubby did not shut the door all the way, and he is watching NASCAR. And I really don't want a problem with NASCAR, because you never know. Copyright strikes with these, with even just things that have shown up in the background of people's videos unintentionally, the audio. Have any of you had that problem? If so, let me know down below. I'm got a setting on my microphone for trying to tune out, as much what is it called? Spatial sound. So it's not, whatever is not closest, as my alarm goes off, whatever's not closest to, the microphone, it tries to tune that out a little bit better. But let me know if you can hear that NASCAR, okay? And I will make sure he shuts the door all the way. My husband, as well as my son, are both hearing impaired. So whenever anybody is watching anything without headphones, the two of them, yeah, it's loud. Louder than the average bear would listen to it. All right. Ooh. Goodness, I got some white paint on my paint bottle. I'm trying to put that back in there, I'm sure. Let's give this a little bit of a dry because I still see some of the white is wet. Ooh, maybe some more white here because the blue is starting to show through. Turn it around so you guys can see while I dry. Okay. Yeah, a little bit more white here, huh? A little bit more white there. Can't have blue showing through the white fuzzy part of a Christmas hat. Definitely not a thing. Let's give it tough a little more too, just for good measure. The idea of some snow I like in the background, just already on the ground. What time do we have here? Oh, 4 o'clock on the East Coast. I think I have some time before our wonderful Lahr comes on. I believe she comes on Sundays at 5 Eastern. Or is it 4? Am I wrong? Somebody let me know. I don't want this blue showing through. And this really seems to be hard to cover. Whoa, almost dropped the entire paintbrush down in there. Not wise, Renee. Got me enough paint though, but still goofy. A little snow on our trees. All right. right. Now you can be done with the paintbrush for a second. And we'll go back to our snowflakes and give them a little bit of shimmer with the gold and the silver. Let it soak that up instead of trying to dab it. Let's see if we can drag it a little. What you doing, Stanley? You want to paint? Huh? Do you want to paint? You can't paint. You're a puppy. You have puppy paws. You don't have opposable thumbs. Sorry, buddy. I know you want to be involved with whatever mommy is doing. That's why you're here. I'm gonna add some silver after this and then blow dry it, and this one will be done. Just for some shimmer on the snow. Kind of going with the texture here. What's going on, Stan? What's going on? Huh? What's going on, buddy? There we go. I think we've You want to get down now? Huh? Is that what you want? Huh, puppy? Uh-oh. Dog alert. Somebody's up there seeing something. You want to get down? Here you go. All right. One more time with the blow dryer. to get it going on the drying process. I'll probably come back in with some black ink on this off camera, just to outline a few things like the trees and the snow and the basic outline of the hat. And usually I use a permanent marker for the wording. So I'm going to have to turn this around. Hello, chicken pot pie. How are you, my dear? Doing well, I hope. And if I could find a black marker in this house, it would be an amazing thing. A black Sharpie. And this one. All right. All right. Be merry. This is permanent marker too, so that's a good thing. A bit of black dots just to all right. Okay. Well, besides the black ink outlining that I'm going to do, this is our Christmas tile. Winter tile. You love it? Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm going to stick that one there. And this one we will start. Oh, let's see. What should we do? Well, I think I want to keep that gold out, but I want to get a yellow, like a mustardy yellow. Is this my more mustardy yellow? Daffodil yellow? No, sunny yellow. Daffodil it might have to be, just to get some color spread on the lighten it up. My lid just popped off. Oh, that's interesting. We get a little bit of a green because of the black, huh? With the yellow. So we'll spread that around better with the paintbrush here. All right, let's get some more of this darker, deeper yellow. Ooh, this is dry. Let's see if we can get it to spread a little bit, though, with this. And we'll rub some back off since it's so very yellow. Uh-oh. Dog alert again. She saw something else. We have a very large bay window in the front, and I don't know about your dogs, but our dogs think that anything that they can see from that window is a threat to their house. And so they bark. Doesn't mean anyone's here, doesn't mean anyone's coming up the driveway to deliver anything. Just simply think they're protecting their home. Silly gooses. Oops, no, that was, there's my orange. Ugh, you guys, so many of my old paints here are just really drying up. I'm going to be in need of a good large acrylic paint set. Trying to accentuate that there. And what shall we paint for fall? Should we just use words? What's anyone's favorite fall imagery or fall poem or fall and Thanksgiving art imagery? Oh, okay, yes. Thank you, Raul. I will. Okay, Barbara. I think I'm going to try a little bit. Oh, goodness. I know I have a red, y'all. Cardinal red. Let's see what this does. Yep, turkeys are leaves. Oh, okay. You're right. That's the thing with paint. You can usually put more on and then wipe some off in these kind of cases. A little bit of dry brushing here. Really going to pull back this red though. If it starts to look a little brown, that's fine for fall, right? Okay. Ooh, I kind of see a leaf here. What do you guys think? I think I do. Very loosely. You see, you following me there? All right. We may have to get some green involved, y'all. That green I had. Of course, I put it back in, and where did it go? No. No. Goodness sakes alive. This is one seriously unorganized paint cabinet. I'm glad it's right here at hand. These are, there it is. These are some great cabinets hubby got for me, but I had them organized at one time. You know how that goes. And then it just isn't anymore. Isn't so much. I have to turn this around. Sorry, guys. The leaf to me upside down is a little hard to see in my mind as I'm doing it upside down. Ooh, it's the NASCAR championship I can hear. Like I said, I hope that's not bothering anyone, or if anyone can hear it, let me know, because I sure don't want YouTube to have a problem with NASCAR in the background. All right, let's do a little dabbing because I don't like the thickness there. Okay. Much more natural looking. Looks like a flat volcano with lava. Does it look like a leaf now? Can you see it? Can you see it, Raul? I'm painting, looking at the camera. Dry scratching here, dry brushing, just to make it not so, kind of look like a fossil in this stone. Okay, so what shall we write on this one? what did we write on our others? Our others are with the pumpkins, are thankfulness and gratitude. And see how I've got the black ink in that too. So I'm going to do to these guys off camera after everything is nice and set. But what word shall we write? I was thinking maybe we would write something straight down here. And since it's so dark, I can't really use brown. We'll have to use the black again. What shall we write? Oh, peace. Ah, yes, peace. Peace it is with a very large P. My dog wants to rip apart everything to get my attention. What is it, child? What is it? What is it? Now you've pulled out Mother's crochet hooks. My glue bag. Pardon my behind if you guys got a shot of that. Whew. Peace. So very many places in this world right now need this very thing, peace, for a variety of reasons. Son, you are a booger. Stop it. Sorry. Little man, little four-legged critters trying to give me big grief. All right. There it is. Peace. Well, no, this is my puppy dog, and he's not really a puppy anymore. He's just small, so I call him a puppy. He has now trashed the entire bag. He is 9 years old. But with his breed, part of his breed anyway, well, actually both. He's part Dachshund and part Yorkshire Terrier, both of which require lots of love and interaction from their humans. Come here, baby. Come here. Oh, you just want mommy? You just want mommy? Do you just want mommy? Huh? You just want mommy? Okay. Oof. All right. There you go. There you go. You can stay with mommy now. Ooh, you know, maybe I will use the brown marker, though, to go around the edge. Just get some of that. In a good outline. And I will write something similar on the back, you know, about they can go, feel free to take it and then, you know, pay it forward. Pay it forward. Hopefully this brings a smile to someone's face, whoever might find it in my village. And it will inspire them to do some art or to do some sort of act of kindness to pay it forward as well. Just a little brown wherever it hits on the higher spots of the leaf. Okay, there we are. And I am going to call these done for this live stream. And like I said, I will take the black ink when they're good and set and do some outlining and have hubby help me seal them up along with the other two, and we will put those out. You like the lettering? Yeah. I'm not one for I don't like to have to try and write nicely, perfectly, symmetrically. I'm not always the best at that. So there we are. Thank you guys for being here with me today on your Sunday afternoon. And I hope everyone is able to check out the folks that I link in the description box, specifically Reynolds Drawing for a 12 Days of Christmas, as well as a New Year's Eve streamathon. There'll be 24 hours of New Year's Eve to New Year's Day. And at Aunt Beck's Creations for the wonderful cards that she makes, as well as something upcoming I'll show you. It might just be a post of a picture for a wonderful wearable piece of art that she made for me. And then you can also, oh, you're welcome. Yes, we will chat again. I will get a well-rested Sunday. Thank you. And thank you again to all those Barbara Clark, who sent me a birthday card, those wonderful ladies who sent their swaps for me with their playing cards. And I will put everybody's names and channels, if they have them, in the description box below. Love you too, my artsy friend. Take care, everyone. And if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead, leave a comment. Anyone here too, like, comment, and subscribe. I did lose a little bit of maybe 3 subscribers from being, gone and not really streaming much over the last month. So I could use the replacements, right? Let everybody know that I am back around, right? All right, take it easy. Everyone enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and hopefully you have a really great week. I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Much love.